beau-hindman for masterly.com. Streaming right now the last few hours of City of Heroes. It's going to be very hard to hear because some aliens are attacking right now. So after it quiets down here for a minute, we're going to see if we can get to some of these, see what's happening here, talk a little bit. My name is beau-hindman. This is the City of Heroes last few hours. We've got about an hour and a half until the end of the game forever. So, and what I just, you might have just witnessed the tail end of was a drop ship popping down. So let me tweet this out. We're going to be here for a while. Pretty crazy stuff. Lord Recluse showed up. And they killed him. And then we had a drop ship pop in. So it's pretty crazy stuff. I'm tweeting some stuff out. Do you have any comments or anything you want to ask in the chat room, or if you just want to discuss? Go for it. But as I say, if you want to tweet your favorite memories to me, go for it. I'll be watching Twitter on and off as I try to. I'm hoping to catch any action that might go down there, because there might be some. There we go. So I'm actually, there's stuff going on here that I'm going to try to keep on camera for you. But of course, I want to keep it at a safe distance. Where's my personal force shield is what I need, I think. It has been so long. This is my, let me find it real quick here for me. Help me protect me a little bit, just in case. That'll make too much noise. Let's leave that off. Here we go, look at there. So it's going to be pretty loud. You're not going to really be able to hear me very well. So I'm just going to kind of let the mayhem go on, and you guys and girls can just watch and enjoy. We've got plenty of time here to say goodbye, so I'm not real worried about it. But feel free to tweet me any of your favorite memories you'd like. And I'll see if I can read some of those on air, in between all the sound of the noise and the fury here. I know I'm going to miss City of Heroes. Oh no! What happened? Got my energy taken away from the monster. I better let it rest up here a little bit. Let's go ahead and land. Let you watch the battle a little bit. This was actually our very second or third MMO. Me and my wife. We started. Oh, by the way, this is Atlas Park on Champion. I'm in Champion. My original server. Same character I started way back in. I want to say. Oh boy. It was pretty soon after it launched, so this is a pretty old character. Man, look at that. see as we watch, you get to see how much variety you're going to find in all the superheroes. City of Heroes is still, even despite its age, you can still do more in City of Heroes with costuming than you can how much MMO out there, and it's only gotten better over the years. It's a real shame to see it go. First time taking hover? Do you mean the ability before flight? I think that's what you mean, because I remember the first time I started. I wasn't a big flyer at first. I was a teleporter. My goodness, this is loud. I can't even hear myself. I'm gonna turn the game sound down. It's loving my headphones. Boy, that's loud. Let's see here. Yeah, the first time I flew, I don't really remember specifically, but I remember being pretty fantastic. First thing I did is what I'm sure what everybody did was just fly to the top of Atlas and sit on top of the globe there. Yeah, you could fly at a low level. That's true. Absolutely true. There's a quick note from Twitter. It said that they've got a bunch of the devs, past and present, in the Save COH global channel. So if you want to tune into the Save COH global channel, I'm not really sure how to join that channel, but if you want to join it, it sounds like there's a bunch of devs in there if you want to participate in that. Chat with them, all that good stuff. Man, look at that. See, there were a bunch of people over here on the Atlas steps. Now they're all attacking the big old monster. I think it's taking quite a bashing. Let's see here. It's been awesome in the Save COH channel. Real quick, because it's been a while since I've joined channels in City of Heroes. I've always been just a soloer and stuff like that, but how would they join that channel? Somebody in the chat room there want to tell me real quick so I can tell everybody. Boy, this is a lot of effects going on. Right now I'm just flying. I guess I could use hover or whatever you call it. Instead of fly, wouldn't I just kind of... I'll stay so I can move around. Right-click a chat tab and click edit the tab. So that's how you'd want to just... So you'd want to click a chat tab. And, oh, down here, okay. Edit the tab, alright. I see. Oh, look, they got him. He's down. He's down. Ooh, he splatted. Now, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more stuff going on. I just happen to have a feeling. Let's see here. Glad you're on Champion. So great to see my home server. Should shout out to Cobalt. How to join the Save COH channel. Right-click the chat, hit join channel, and type in /chan_join Save COH. Normu's favorite memory. Reckon the giant winter lords in the first winter event was an absolute blast with the highly overtuned rewards. I remember the winter lords as well, and I remember they were like giant yeti looking guys, and we would kill them for hours because they dropped stuff. Let me get up here to get a better view. And I remember thinking, my gosh. I mean, we would just play for hours and hours and hours and hours. That was back before I had to play like 84 games a night. So let me check here. Yeah, so feel free to tweet me any of your memories, questions, whatever. Oh, I said some good news in my email inbox, but I'll save that for later. So we've still got, it's only about, according to my time, I'm Central Time, so Eastern Time, it's about 1:38 in the morning. Oh, dropship incoming! Dropship incoming! Ah, look, oh, it's huge! Look at it. Oh, get ready, heroes! Here it comes. Look at that. Look at all the heroes ready to take down the dropship. Oh my gosh. It's massive. I am on the champion server for those who keep asking. Let's take a look at this thing. Look at that. It's mayhem. Mayhem. Absolutely horrible. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, oh, that's where it's at. Right above me. Oh my god. I don't know that I want to be anywhere near it. You know what? I'm going to go to the safety of good old Atlas. Let's see if I can get up here. Here's the little medal you get. Remember that? Right in the middle of it. Alright, so where'd the ship go? Did it land? There it is. Sounds like Cloverfield. I agree. News has it they've accidentally crashed Virtue again. So third time's a charm, fourth time's a charm. They're going to try to get on Virtue again. I'm on Champion, so if you want to stay off of Champion, that's fine by me, because that means you won't crash my stream. But honestly, I plan ahead. This is why I stream a window. If the thing crashes, the stream does not crash. Oh, look at that. Blew it apart. Good going, heroes. Let's go back over to where the action's at over here. I'm probably going to stick around the City Hall area for the next hour and a half, 20 minutes until... I don't care if it takes till 5 in the morning if they keep the server open. You know what I would like to see? I'd like to see them just to go ahead and decide at the last minute to keep the server open forever. I think that would be a good thing to see. Excuse me for drinking tea in your ear there, everybody. A recluse, by the way, was in the game earlier. He actually spawned in the game and was killing people left and right. So again, you can just see how many different costumes. In fact, let's go take a look at some of the different players here. Some of the different costumes. This is the only stuff you're going to be able to see in City of Heroes. I mean, you're never going to see costumes like this. I played a lot of the other superhero-MMOs, and while a lot of them are great, oh look at this. I mean, you've got such a variety in City Heroes. It's crazy. Somebody asked in the chat room if the video will be available later. The video will be available as soon as the stream is over. It will take about 10-20 minutes probably to process, about 10 or 15 minutes. And it will be available in the more videos. Wow, look at that! Yeah! Wait! Don't come after me. I'm the cameraman. The video, yes, it will be available as soon as the stream is done. In the more video sections of Twitch, if you're at twitch.tv/massivelytv. By the way, the sound design, I always give shout-outs to sound design because it's absolutely incredible in a lot of games, but in this one in particular, City Heroes has top-notch sound design. It still does. I remember putting down the boom boxes, sitting under Atlas, putting down a boom box. Remember, you guys and girls remember do that? You'd put down a boom box, and everybody would dance. And then for a while, me and my wife had a trick. We had 2 accounts, two computers, and we made 2 identical characters, and we would count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and we'd do an emote, or 1, 2, 3, do this. And what would happen is people thought we were like identical twins or something. You know, it was really funny. It flipped people out. We had a lot of fun in City Heroes, and that was way back then. Way back then. So we're not sure if we're gonna just kind of continue. I'm thinking that we're gonna. Ooh, something else is appearing. Is it? Nope. what is that? Hard to tell what's going on. But basically, they're spawning different things. Now there's going to be a little lag in the stream, but if you want to see something in particular, let me know so I can go and zoom in on it just close. We'll try to just stay on all-day action until the servers go away. Another good reason to stream a window like this is when the servers inevitably do go dark, we'll be able to see and record what happens to the game afterwards. I'm not real sure. I've been through, after 13 years of doing this stuff, I've been through like a lot of you, I've been through a lot of closings, and they all do it in different ways. I've got the unfortunate job of live streaming Glitches closing next week, or the week after that, I think it is. So, don't envy me. Tell everybody. Live streaming on twitch.tv/massivelytv. Live now. So it looks like it's kind of turned from what was, I thought, going to be kind of an organized hangout, just hanging out on the steps. It's turned into a pretty all-in-out brawl, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it kind of just turn into just a mess, which is really, really cool. Oh, that's a good idea. I might want to make video capture shots of all my alts. I really didn't make as many. I definitely have my alts, but my wife was the master of the alts. She had clever stories for hers. Mine were always basically me. Just me if I was a superhero. Pretty ordinary looking. Nothing really spectacular. This is Champion, by the way. Yeah, I'm on the Champion server. So if you want to jump in, looks like there's a lot of action they're throwing in here. It's unfortunate to hear Virtue crashing like that. People want to be on their home server, Really good also about seeing all the combat going on here is you get to see all the different abilities firing off, and even though some of them are the same ability, it still really works. It doesn't. They still have a unique flair each ability. So you can have 3 of the same power sets, on a team, and you still had some variation there. And on top of that, you had all the costuming and all that. Oh boy, look at that. Now that's a monster. Yeah. 2 of them. Look at that. Try to get in on the action now. I'm not going to fight because I don't want to risk getting killed. Having to spawn or whatever. Devs, when do we get car melee? Somebody said in the chat room. City of Villains, according to the chat room, Nick Dujid, I'm sorry I said your Tumor Boy, was the first job in the game industry. Since the Paragon split, I lost my account. Thank you for live streaming in. Not a problem, Nick. It's good to hear that City of Villains was your first job. That's a good first job to have. City of Villains, I remember that came out. We were just floored. Absolutely. Whoa, boy. Absolutely floored about City of Villains. Really good. Really, it wasn't an expansion as much as an absolute change in the world. It was just fun and everything. Oh my gosh, what an idea. The last 30 minutes, let us destroy the Atlas statue. Now look, I don't think any of us want to destroy the Atlas statue, but at the same time, every single one of us would like to see that thing blown up. But just because it would be so weird to see, I mean, Atlas is kind of one of those staples in your MMO, life. That's just always there. There's certain games and certain kind of icons that you'll just always be used to seeing, and the Atlas statue is definitely one of them. I mean, imagine if that thing was just that would just be kind of wacky. But there you go. I'd say there's quite a few people here now. I saw the numbers have been growing since I've been streaming. I imagine they'll keep picking up. Yeah, we don't. We're not gonna have links allowed in the chat room. Trollage, you know how that goes. But if you want to reword it or something, that's fine. Or if you want to kind of tell me what it is, in fact, you could tweet it to me, Quinch, and I could probably just tell the chat room. It's not a big deal. More and more. Oh, look right there. What is that? The Snow Beast is a smaller version of the Winter Lord. As a matter of fact, isn't this around the time when the Winter Lord comes out? I can't remember exactly the date. The Save City of Heroes site, then I don't know what that is. We've received a lot of emails about City of Heroes closing. So to be honest, it's hard to. I mean, it's all blended together in my brain. Like I was saying, I was hoping. Not hoping. I was thinking that we'd all just kind of hang out here on the steps and hold some torches, but this is much better. Seeing all the different mobs show up. cohtitan.com. Okay. Oh, you tweeted it? All right, let me get that. Whether just send people to specifics, like just point them to savecoh.com. So yeah, if you want to look into that, just savecoh.com. That you've got it spelled out. That's fine. I don't even know that I could put links into my own chat room, our own chat room. We had to do that when you had people posting silly stuff, leading our readers and viewers to something else that they didn't want to see. I want to see more mobs. Keep bringing them on. It's actually a really good thing to get on video. I guess you'd call this video, because a lot of players have never seen some of the higher level mobs, monsters, monsters, whatever you call it. Let's take a look at some people. Here we go. Stop flying for a second here. Video might be a bit laggy for you if depends on your connection, because you're having to stream. I'm streaming at a pretty high, so that would be an issue. You're gonna have to kind of maybe restart. That might help. So I have a pretty bomb connection, a really nice connection. It has cost me quite a bit of money. Yeah, when I'm viewing it on the just an extra laptop, everything should be fine. But you might restart it because Twitch can be kind of iffy occasionally. Restarting sometimes gets off. So if we can stop with the killer monster spawn for a second here, I'll probably show off some costumes. We got the ultimate grim vehement rage fire. This guy here spitting out that familiar sound. Brah, brah. Let me say this that way. Yeah. Streaming this live now at twitch.tv/massively TV. Let's take a look at some more people here. Oh, he's cool. Oh, whoa. Oh, look at that. Dead already. Somebody murdered me in 2 seconds. Let me hit the hospital. I'll be right back. This would be a good memory for everybody. Remember going to the hospital? Remember this? You're like, oh, the hospital. Where's the door? Where's the door? Oh my gosh. So let's get out of here. I wasn't watching. This is probably why I should not, stream from where the action is. I'll just get killed real quick. I'm only level, 27. Alright, so let's get going again. Get back over there, see what we're missing. What was I missing? Alright, no, it's calm right now. I like the parachuting. I always love the parachuting partners there, whatchamacallit, pets, you know. If you have any shout-outs or field shout-outs you want to give, oh, here we go. Tweet them to me. My Twitter's right there at the top left hand corner. More invasion, look at that. Get up high. Wahaha. Yeah. Get him, arrows. Kill him. That's the way to do it. Web Death says hello from Freedom of PvPer. Hello, Web Death. Yeah, look at that, look at that. Get him. I like that sound too. It's a good sound. Again, the sound designer game is top notch. Always been top notch. See over here, we're good. And it's always important to remember as the battles go on that over here you're going to still have, no matter what, the police officer having the community relations officer having the chat with the crowd. The crowd just like, hey, our trash pickup is late usually on Wednesdays, and he's like, hey, keep it calm, people. And over there, we're attacking giant alien spaceships. So not bad. So it's still over there getting attacked. You can see it over there. See it right over here. I like the calm in between. Again, if you have any shout-outs to your guilds, people, whatever, just tweet them if you're not. Shout out to Pillars of Virtue, the best 8 years I had in gaming, says Rebecca Richards. Save COH. The Pillars of Virtue, is that that's a guild, I guess, or a group, super group, what am I saying? Those were subterranean drop ships, according to somebody in the chat room there, or in the game chat. Shout out to COH Pride, City of Heroes Pride. You know, when I first played all those years ago, and again, I want to say it was right after launch, but you know, this is oh man, look, what is this? Check this out. What is it? Somebody tell me in the chat room quick. What is it? Look at it, something's happening. Oh, it's horrible, it's horrible. What is that? Hamadon, what is a Hamadon? Remember, I'm only level 27. I played on and off for about 7-8 years, whatever it is. And I've never gotten that high. Max character I ever got was 37. What is it? It's a giant egg. I'm staying away from it. Oh man, look at it go. So Hamadon is a being. Will somebody explain Hamadon? One of the first big bosses I see. Okay. City of Heroes Cthulhu, basically. What does that mean? He's cuddly? Cthulhu is cuddly. Look at that. Driving everybody insane. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to wipe out the camera. Very cool. Can't hear. There was a scientist named Hamadon who felt humans were necessary to the world and created the devouring earth. Are they trying to bring virtue up? I have no idea. There is a channel in-game where a bunch of devs are hanging out. I'm not in it. Somebody did say it's queuing very slowly in the chat room, so virtue is trying to come back up. This is the champion server, in case you wonder. I'm guessing we probably don't need to chat. We know that much. I'll go ahead and close that down over here. Shout out to the devs. We owe everything to them. Of course. Hamadon wants to cuddle with me. Okay, I would cuddle with Hamadon if he wouldn't wipe out the stream with his madness. Drive the cameraman crazy. Streaming this live now at twitch.tv. And yes, to answer somebody earlier, it will be recorded. As soon as I'm done with it, however long it takes tonight, I'll be here. As soon as it's over with, it should have a recording of it, or more recording section on the twitch.tv/MaximumTV page. Look at that. Oh, he's blowing up. It's all over. Now that is some nice art and effects. That's awesome. Very, very cool. I mean, it shows you also that probably the average level of the heroes here is probably ungodly. Ah, here we go. Now, who wants to explain what that big black book is? One book of Rilaru. Just insane. Again, I don't want to get too close or I'll get wiped out. Rilaru. I'll see if I can get a shot of Rilaru. Oh, there he is. He's kind of in the middle. That hook. Ah, he's gone. He's dead. Those guys are incredible. I love those. Very cool. Rilaru is basically a dimension-devouring psycho. Wow. Somebody was asking what game all you City of Heroes and City of Villains players will move on to next. I'm not going to discuss that necessarily because it's just about City of Heroes, but if you want to discuss that in the chat room or on Twitter, feel free to. There are a lot of great MMOs. One of my shticks is that I cover everything under the sun, especially all the little weird games nobody covers. We've had a City Heroes, Superheroes column forever, so I know that it'll be greatly missed on Massively. Fantastic game, of course. Not only a good game, but it's that age. It's been around for long enough to where it's a force of nature in the MMO community. MMO gamers are a unique breed alone. I mean, amongst gamers we're kind of unique. And to have certain games that you can sit down a non-MMO player in front of and say, hey, look at this, and they'll be like, oh. That's what a City of Heroes is. Misunderstood. If you're out there, message Alisa Curia, sorry. Look at that. Taking down some monsters. I exposed you to Glitch and now you're going to die tonight. Both good games, good. But a lot of the games I cover are kind of games that you can play in 10-15 minute chunks because I play so many games, it's kind of the only way I can get real gaming in anymore. But I miss being able to join up a group. We used to spend, like I say, it's Friday night, which is Friday night right now. Technically, it is, we've got about 55 minutes till closure according to the clock, but technically it's Saturday morning. Me and the wife, some virtual friends online, maybe people we knew in real life, family members, would spend hours in a game like City Heroes. But beyond just hanging out and fighting, we would hang out here right under Atlas. This is where everybody hung out. Everybody remembers hanging out under Atlas. And you'd have dance parties and costume contests, notorious activity in City Heroes for costume contests. I mean, you obviously you had to have costume contests in City of Heroes. And they got really, really, really complicated. One of the best costume or contests to have were background, bio contests. There's some came. Whoa, what is that? Were like people's background stories, stuff like that. Those were some of the funnest contests. They took a while to judge, and sometimes you would mail them in like a story. Those were really, really, really cool. Did it release in 2004? Then that's right. I've been playing for about 7-8 years. Off and on, of course. Well, if anybody was on Virtue and couldn't get on, this is Champion, and it seems to be running pretty well. But of course, if everybody jumps on Champion, it might... Uh-oh, look at that. Is that Recluse? Hey, somebody on Virtue said they finally did get on queue on Virtue, but they're just waiting right now. So while you're waiting on Virtue, feel free to just watch the live stream. Tell everybody on the Virtue as well that we're streaming there. Look at that. Look at all the colors. All the colors. And for an 8-year-old game, it's still, I think it's still a very impressive looking game. Look at that. Lord Recluse right there in the middle. My gosh. You can see him right there, just where you can see his arm. These guys and girls aren't taking any crap from any NPCs. They're taking down anything that's thrown at them. It's pretty impressive. Virtue is back up and running from what I've heard. So if you're on Virtue, you might queue up. Of course, it might take you a while still. So, but feel free to sit here in the chat room, chat with your other fellow City Heroes players. If you have any shout outs you want to give or anything, just let me know. Tweet them to me or put them in the chat room there, either way. Let's see, I can make that a little smaller. Let's go ahead and make that a little smaller. Sorry, just adjusting something real quick. Here we go. Trying to make my little sign a little smaller so it doesn't get in your way. I'd laugh if the Atlas statue got up and attacked. That would be absolutely freaky. Let's be honest. I think we'd all frankly pee ourselves. That would be very, very... 500 in queue on Virtue server. What's going to come at us next? We still have almost an hour, so there's no time to slack off, devs. Let's hear some more. Let's get some more critters going on here. Here's somebody standing triumphantly over here. Steel Dominator. I love the auras at the bottom there. Those are really, really cool. Very, very, very good effects to this day. The imps, the fire imps, look at those, so cool looking. I wonder what's hitting next. Admin said on the Freedom server, message said incoming AP33. Make sure we keep the language clean in the chat room, please. Thank you very much. You can, you know, theorize about NCSoft, just to keep the language clean. We're a family show. Kind of. 33 instances of Atlas Park. So what are we going to see next? I want to see something spawn. It's just out of this world. Although seeing the other stuff is pretty cool. I haven't seen most of that stuff because I never reached to that level. Oh, thank you, Sean, for no problem doing the live feed. That's what we like to do here. Plus, it was we really wanted to get it on quote unquote tape. I keep saying tape because I'm 38 years old. But you know what I'm saying, get it recorded. Plus, last time I tried this, my computer couldn't handle it because it was my old computer, but now my new one, I'm fine. Somebody in chat room said they still have the City of Heroes box. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of people kept boxes and still keep, you know, their boxes in a collection. Just throw them in a box somewhere and take them up if you don't want them. You just kind of hold on to them at least because it's nice to get them out. Even CDs. I still have an original City Heroes CD, and I used to have a rule book. Not sure if I do anymore. And we recently went through and had a binder, an atlas of the new City of Villains expansion areas and stuff like that. And that was pretty cool. But it was very, very bulky. And, you know, as soon as the internet really was the internet, you could look it up all online. But still. Duking it out with this recluse, with the statesman. See, I never got there. Sean from Twitter was talking about duking it out with recluse. I never got there. I just, you know, unfortunately, I never really quite hit max in any game because I'm always switching. But my wife got a lot higher, and I knew people who definitely did that stuff and really, really enjoyed it. And there were definitely massively staffers that have gotten to those levels. But they're asleep right now, I think. Or that, or they're in game. I'm imagining they're probably in game. Did I ever play any signature story arcs? I think. No, I didn't do the Statesman's death thing, no. But I absolutely regretted that because I didn't think it was real. You know, the whole, ever since Superman died, not to bring up a different IP, but when Superman died and the comic book fans know about the whole death thing and how it can be done poorly and stuff like that, and I thought, oh, they're not going to do it very well, you know, with the Statesman. He's such an icon. And then supposedly all that happened, so... Kilo Palaev, that is a hard name, says, I still have my COH bumper sticker they sent me when they sent me my first headset, slightly used. Anybody know, somebody's wondering in the chat room if anybody knows if there's any videos of the Who Will Die story. I never got to finish it and I want to see it the original narrative format. I don't know, we'll see. If anybody has videos of the original Who Will Die story. I'm sure on YouTube maybe somewhere. You know, with an older title, though, sometimes you'll miss, people weren't perhaps in as much. Nowadays, everybody streams and perhaps everything. You know, that's, video is the next thing. I mean, it's so, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you found something. Okay, it's calm right now. We can go look at some people here. Hope they won't die. Look at that neck. Isn't that cool? Animations are really nice. One torch, that's all? Aww. Does anybody know if there's going to be an event on Virtue? I imagine that once Virtue's up and running, they'll probably, I'm sure they'll probably do similar things, start pumping out some monsters. They're probably going between servers. Virtue is up and running though if you want to try Virtue. This is a champion. So it looks a little thinned out, but I'll let everybody spread out now. So I imagine we're going to see. Everybody's waiting. Everybody's wondering which is the next mob that's going to pop up in here. You know, these end-of-the-world scenarios are really actually pretty impactful, especially if you look up and something's happening. So I'm hoping and a little bit scared that something is going to fall down on the city or something crazy, because that's a pretty frightening prospect. Just goes to show you how a lot of these how MMOs, you know, really do impact us. I mean, we spent hours and hours in this thing, and our friends, and hang out with people. Yeah, we had some characters already come out. We had what did it say, Recluse, the Widow, Rilaru. So a lot of cool stuff. Let's look at some costumes while we're hanging out here. So we've got Storm Wreck. It's like ice powers. Yep. Here's this mech I was talking about. Super cool looking. There's Emerald Green, who just knocked me out of the... Ooh, this is cool. Look at the white guardsman up on his cloud there. That's a nice outfit and kind of a theme he's got going in there. Very, very cool. Here's a Shield Maiden. She's been hanging out for a while. And she's got a shield. As you can see, there's Niobium. Let's see who else we have here. A legendary, mysterious Tet Arctic. A lot of ice. There's, oh, here we go. Arctic Chill 44, Santa Claus himself. Hanging out. 'Tis the season. Here's Maldron. Big, beefy looking dude. Very, very big. This definitely was the first MMO I remember where you could make different sizes to such a dramatic scale. You can make tiny, thin, all sorts of craziness. Let's go up here and see what everybody's doing up here. Somebody needs to pull out a boombox and get a dance party going on. I know that. Oh! And of course I jumped off. I'm in first person mode. Here we go. Okay, so let's look some more. Emerald Green was over there a minute ago. Now she's over here. Wings of the Storm. Streaming this live now at twitch.tv/massively. Very cool outfits. That fire, I remember meeting my first real fire expert that knew how fire just would hone everything. So, can I show you my hero? Yeah, sure. I mean, there's nothing to see to him. I've always made very, very, very plain characters. Very, very short, by the way. Although I think mine is actually technically 5'6". So, just as kind of a show you to, I'll show you why I make it. There's me there. That's me there. So that's me there. To me, it's always important to make yourself, I think. You know. Now, what was the reset? There we go. A lot of, I remember the wings. The lionized. Ready to kick some butt. I'm wondering, I'm betting you anything that the developers are off on the other servers, giving them some mobs to fight, which is cool by me. So maybe they're making some rounds. Any shout-outs or memories you want to tweet? Go for it. Here on Sacred Illusion's shoulder is a little kitty cat. Very cool. And some NPC says, something is going on at the university. Old guys with corduroy jackets and pipes. Find out. I'm not sure that he understands that the end of the world is coming. That's alright. So here's what you would call a plain-clothes person. I like the plain outfits. Male models never got access to shoulder cats? We never got shoulder cats? Are you serious? Let's fly again so we can see what's going on here. This was another first. Was the emotes with the signs and the letters. I remember first seeing those. So that's a nice aura she has. One boutique? That spirally aura is very cool. There's cutness and misaligned. Play on words of aligned. It looks like roughly over just under 40 minutes to go. I think I'll be able to hold out on the bio, but we might have to. I might have to take 2 seconds. Here we go. Got a little. I knew we'd have some dancing somewhere. Excuse me. Cine Sinistar is actually running a show right now, I believe, radio show. So, and then here is Wiccan Willow, goth superhero. Very cool. Oh, he's a helper. Very cool. A lot of people are talking about getting together to. Oh, here you go. Excuse me. Sorry. Getting together to go attack some bad guys. Calais. Super sparkly. Try Pocket D. Apparently it's jam-packed on Virtue. I could try that. I always forget how to get to Pocket D right away, though. Here we go. Pixie Hellfire holding up her torch. Pocket D. How I always... There's like a little teleport or whatever. Somebody help me out here. King's Row. I could run there real quick, but oh man, I always forget. I'll mess with it in a second. Go to King's Row. Oh, here we go. Use the train. I'll run there real quick. Where's the train? I forget. Nico, I'm going to run to King's Row. We got a little while here. I'm going to run to King's Row and see if Pocket D is bumping at all. Help me out. What am I doing wrong? It's been too long. Let's discover. Excuse me. You guys, girls, I'm just out of it. It's been too long. Where do I go? I forget. Let's do this. I gotta hit Skyway. Okay. Let's do it. Go in the main door. Oh, here we go. Well, I'm an idiot. Alright, where was it going? King's Row. Bloop. It's been a while. Somebody said shortly after buying a case of... Martian Tobey on Twitter said after buying a case of energy drinks doing the Positron Task Force back when it was 6 hours long. That's a pretty good memory, I gotta admit. That's what MMOs are about. Unhealthy gaming limits. That is absolutely what makes MMOs fantastic. We all know this. Pocket B, let's do this. And see, I do this for a living, so sitting around for hours at a time is a bit dangerous. So you have to keep yourself healthy, but it's very possible. Whee! All right, Pocket D. Let's see if anybody's here. Might not. For all we know, it might. Maybe we're not a bunch of dancers on Champion. I don't know. Oops. Always forget where to go. Those are all the entrances, isn't it, for all the different... yeah, see, I don't think there's anybody here. Let's check. Yep, see, it's just not the same as it is on the other server. Guess I'm missing something somewhere. A couple people here. Yeah, I'm thinking that the Atlas is still the place to be. Do you agree? Aw. People aren't in a dancing mood, I guess. Virtue's the hit place to go. Thank you, Emerald, by the way, for showing me. Thank you very much. Virtue's a bit more social? I don't know about that. I think we're just a little bit more tough on our server, that's all. While you guys are busy dancing, we're busy saving the world, that's all. Oh, did you see the pop-up? Oh, Virtue's a roleplay server. Okay, cool. 30-minute City Heroes and City Buildings go down for the final time. Thank you, Emerald. So let's get. I'm just gonna hang there. I don't want to. I don't want to miss anything. So why am I blanking on where to go now? For 30 minutes. I gotta get back. I always loved RP. I'm definitely an RPer. I think we just rolled on Champions so many years ago. And that was it. We just stayed on that server. You know how it goes. Alright, let's hit that. Oh, if I missed Alice Park, that was full. Because all the people are there and I can't get there. Oh, it's gonna suck. Isn't there a way I can switch back to the Atlas I was before? Scott Ewu, I'm sorry, it's a shout out to the almighty rocket boards, best travel power this millennium, signed Blaze Infinity. See, this sucks. I wanted to go back to the really, really packed one. Oops. Oh, there's quite a few people. It would be alright. I was in Atlas 2 before. I guess that's where I'm at now. Okay. I'll be good. I wonder how packed it is. It can't be much more. The Atlas Park can't be much more filled on the other ones. And let's see some fireworks. That's what I want to see. The sad thing is, and this is an MMO player thing, you guys and girls in the chat room and watching this later can appreciate this. What I'm most upset about are all these tons of character items that I've never used or claimed or didn't have room for. These inspirations I didn't quite think I'll use them now. That stuff. That's what I definitely missed. 90% of Virtue's population has superpowers that make you want to sleep with them. Oh, you mean like cuddle up and... Oh, that's sweet. Oh. Virtue helped me learn how to be judgmental about grammar. Shout out to all the war shades and peacekeepers. Keldon for life. I remember when those things first came along, and they had to explain them, because I had no idea. I had no idea what they were. Okay, you've got to give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Don't you guys and girls go nowhere, so if anybody asks, I'll be right back. Alrighty, back. Had to get some more superhero fuel. Still have about, 25 minutes? Now, are we taking bets? Are we estimating? Are we making any guesses as to what might happen at the last moment? Do we think it's going to be anything dramatic? In other MMOs that I've been around that have closed down, it's usually just a pretty anticlimactic thing, but do we think anything special is going to happen? Think anything spectacular? I'm thinking it's just going to freeze up and it'll be just a still image, frozen in all time. You think Statesman gets resurrected? That would be freaking awesome. Want to see Rick T UFOs reappear like in beta? The whole world catches on fire. You guys are some depressing excuse me, guys and girls are some depressing people. They unleashed the Kraken. I don't, I would like to see the game going forever, but I think it's always best to go out. I don't know if you'd say on top or what, but definitely go out, when people are still excited about the game, still active in the game. I'm not going to get into all the reasoning behind why they might have closed it or going to close it or all that. I have no idea. I'm not going to get into that. But, it's good that it's good to, no, just explosion. It's good to see people still really, really actively enjoying a game that's 8 years old. I mean, games can last, I think, possibly forever, as long as the players are there. Unfortunately, they don't all do that. Happy holidays, somebody said. Rainbows form and the apocalypse ponies arrive. I know a lot of people who would love that, but nah, I don't know. Come to AP 33, Atlas Park 33, tons of Hamadons and signature villains. I'm thinking that's because they're taking that Atlas Park and giving them their turn with the villains. We had the villains earlier, so I'm wondering if it's one of those type of deals. There you go. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to kind of rest a little bit. And if anybody wants to come up and just kind of pop in the camera, that's fine too. So we can see your outfit and all that good stuff. Some of these predictions happening in the chat room I'm not going to read out loud, but pretty funny to say. Oh, here we go, Firewolf. standing there. Sorry, Firewolf, I wasn't looking at the screen at the moment. Big wolfy guy. Saying hello. So there's Firewolf. Let's say streaming this live now at twitch.tv/massively TV. People are still defiant. Lampshade. That's actually a really, really good name. Excuse me, Lampshade. Did I do a shout out to the Best Travel Towel rocket board? I did actually. Somebody from Twitter actually wanted me to do that. I think it was Blaze Infinity wanted me to. I went to Pocket D. I think we're good. I think I'm just going to chill here because we've only got about 20 more minutes. Now, do you see the dog? The dog I couldn't get because by the time I realized I could get a dog out of the shop, they had turned off the ability to buy things from the shop. So I was very, very upset. Emerald Green looks down. Know how you feel. Some people are so distraught they're AFK. This guy here is he's just been going to town for a while. That dance, we used to try and do that dance in real life. Let's see here. Super Jump. Do you think Super Jump was the best travel pack? I like Super Jump, and I thought it was weird when you first played. You were like, "Whoa!" I can, it was just crazy. But I did the. I went for teleportation, just because I thought it was, unique to my hero, or it was part of kind of my hero's lore. But it was a weird ability, teleportation, because you really had to, you had to really kind of keep up with it. But it was very interesting. There's War Deity. There's an archer named I'm a Man Killer. Giant wolf named Warwolf. AP33 on Freedom is getting special treatment as they've been holding a vigil there since announcement. AP33, I don't know how to switch. I thought it was on map or something you can like switch, right? Or is that just me? There we go. Right there. That's still a cool looking mob. The Mayans played COH, but they were off by 3 weeks. We're down to less than 20 minutes till the closing of City of Heroes, the finest superhero, actually one of the finest MMOs of all time. I still think so. So, it's going to be one of those crazy things when you wake up the next morning and you're like, you know what's weird is that game's not around anymore. That game that I've been able to play or have access to for years, even if you haven't played it recently. I'll just stay here. I don't want to jump on a train or anything. I'll be fine. Thank you, Doc. A countdown lasts 10 seconds. I don't know if that'll work or not, because we'll have to go by my clock. Well, actually, isn't there a good clock here in game somehow? Isn't there like an emote or a slash command that will tell me the time? Maybe that will be like a more accurate. Possibly. We want more villains to fight. Well, I'm not going to fight them, but... Well, me and Bree discussed this. I think we discussed some of the reasoning behind the cancellation before. And she's a much more of an expert on it than I am. I know that there's all sorts of reasons for cancellations. Glitch just went down. All sorts of. I think what was the other ones? Just got an announcement for. There's a lot of reasons they do it. It's hard to say. This right here was the one I wanted, and I couldn't get the power. Is that not the coolest looking mob pet? So I'm a dog person. I have 2 of them. That's so cool. That is, I think, like a Beastmaster or something. Yeah, I mean, if you, but anyway, so we discussed it a couple streams ago, and really it was, until somebody comes out and officially says something, even then, who knows what's not being said or being said, or it's a hard deal. I don't know. I'm not even going to begin to speculate because I have no idea. I know that I've met a lot of developers in my time, especially at Mass. Hey, there was a guy's butt. Sorry about that. I've met a lot of them, and almost every one of them, you might think you know what's going on at the office, and then you hear the real story, and you're like, oh, okay. So it's hard to say. We've got about 15 minutes or so. Go ahead and get back to flying here. Yeah, we don't allow links in the chat room, so if you want to spell it out, that's fine. Of course, if it leads to anything bad, then that's bad. I agree, Firewolf. Aside from a modern setting, cool powers, blah, 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 City Heroes has great animations and a metric ton of emotes. The emotes were really, I think, a lot of fun, too. They were really... I didn't use them much in combat, but it didn't matter. It was fun and, just hanging out, dance and stuff like that. Of course, the character creation. Character creation overall in MMOs, I think, has gone up, but none of them have matched pretty much what City Heroes achieved. Close. Some of them got really close. Here's Logan Darkclaw. They're at 18. Some of these names are just impossible. World of Tanks you're mentioning there. World of Tanks is doing amazingly well. I just interviewed them at about World of Warplanes at whatchamacallit, GDC Online, and let me tell you what, man, the company's doing insane. But there's a big difference between driving tanks in an instance battle and hanging out with people in a real world that's open with your superhero legs. Absolutely different experience. Looks like about 13 minutes. The view from Atlas. Everybody remembers this view. Everybody remembers this view. Everybody. Oh, there's people on top as well. Gotta go say hi to them. So we've got Ripu and Nunuan, Fire Setter, Green Lander, Rockin', Stop Sign is back up here. Hello, Stop Sign. Captain Patrick. That sound, that sound's crazy. People on the back of Atlas even. Hey, you know, I don't think I ever sat up there on the back of Atlas. We got Pixie Frost, Pixie Hellfire, Sacred Illusion, Hell Ripper. Who's this here? Ah! Starlinks, Metal Lightning. Just got nailed. Safety officer is still doing his job. Now, he wasn't here originally. You know, he's like, okay, so the world's ending in 12 minutes, so just stay calm. And they're just kind of like, okay. I mean, that's what we do. We stay calm. And he's like, no, seriously, stay calm. All right, we'll be calm. I mean, what's he going to do when, like, you know, that blimp. There you go again. The blimp should come crashing down. Here's, I can't read his name because he's jumping too much. Bordotron. You can make great, really, really good robotic kind of characters. Remember when the game used to come with a mail order comic book? Actually, that's funny you say that. I just tweeted out not too long ago. It's on my TwitPic. I actually still have several of the issues. Still. I don't remember where. Let's see here. Oh boy, I tweet way too much. Anyway, yeah, but I just tweeted out I have one of them still. Actually, I have several of them still, and I tweeted, I said, hey, remember these? You used to get the comics. And they're still sealed up and everything. Probably about 5 or 6 I still have left. At one point we had probably 6 subscriptions to different games going. And this is before, of course, this is before everything went free to play. Well before that. This is back in my 03, 04, 05, 06. A battleship-induced apocalypse would be quite a nice way to end them. I agree. I'd like to see 10 minutes of City of Heroes and City of Villains to go down for the final time. Even the dog knows it. There you go. 10 minutes. I'm sure that will count down, which is a really strange thing to do, I think. So we've got about 10 minutes. I don't really want to move anywhere, just because I don't want to miss anything. And if anything awesome happens, I'll hear it. Still have heroes on top, hanging out. The mech is still stupid cool looking. I just love how cool looking that is. Oops, I gotta move down here a bit. Are people going to start lighting up their torches? The torches are what everybody was supposed to do. So if you have any last minute shout outs, cool. Tweet them at me there on my Twitter or holler in the chat room. I mean, if you just take a moment to look at the different costumes you've got, monsters, people in plain clothes, robots, a meditative kind of, you know, thing. You got people holding up signs. This guy here, Siding, is actually holding up a number sign for the minutes. You know. So, I mean, if you look at just the variety, you just don't find it. Honestly, you just don't find the variety anymore. That's very unfortunate. Okay, there for a minute I thought maybe the game was raining down fire, which would be really creepy. Virtue just map served. Oh no. Virtue 7 minutes ahead. Just map serve. That is just cruel, cruel, cruel. Were they running on like a 1973 IBM or something? As I was saying earlier, if you want to watch this later or share it with your friends or something later, record it, whatever. This will be in the recorded videos, more video section at twitch.tv/massivelytv. If you just go down, scroll, and you'll see it. It'll be there in probably about 5-10 minutes after the oh so wonderful end of the world, which none of us want to happen. Even people who didn't play City Heroes, you knew they were like, hey, well, what? City Heroes? Huh, what? You know, it's on the list of what I call a pre-WoW MMOs. No problem, Bordertron. You know, and that list of pre-WoW MMOs is getting shorter, and it's also its influence is not being felt as much in the MMO sphere. There is a big movement for sandbox gaming, and I cover a lot of browser-based gaming. There's a lot of really, really great games out there. Don't get me wrong, and the indie MMO movement's really, really good. But as far as old school, open world, intense, you know, this is definitely one of the. There's just not going to be another game like this. So. How long we got? Got about 5 minutes. Make sure not missing any monsters or anything. Yeah, if you've got any special buffs or items you've been waiting that are special, you better just use them now. If you've got some kind of little, you know, thing you've been saving forever in your bank, I'll save that for a special occasion, that firework. You know, use it now. I'm sure you're going to start seeing a lot of curse words popping up on the chat, so not my fault. Play some more gander for people here. There's Osiris, Archangel Michael, Sacred Light. Buried Edane is playing the drums. Pixie Lollipop. Vanguard Shivan, hold on, I'm looking at Twitter as well. They just dropped everyone in Virtue out of game, according to somebody on Twitter. Iron Knee up here has the right out of his own. He's just meditating, he's just experiencing the nothingness. Jesus says stop sign. Thank you. Stop sign. Light up all your special abilities if you can. Virtue has died the way it came in, map serving. Cape Player Run Station. Yeah, there was a radio station. Somebody tell me what that was, because they might be continuing coverage after it shuts down. I forgot what the name was. Shoot off all your powers, your shooting powers. TheCapeRadio.com. There you go. I'm too young to be derezzed. Says Chaos Girl. I don't want to go, says Rush 2.0. Hero Fiverr. Hype. People are counting down. They're on 2. Alright, I better get a wide shot here because we don't want to miss anything. Oh, I gotta do one last shot up here at Atlas, don't I? Look at that. Atlas, I used to dance under Atlas statue. Used to hang out under the Atlas statue. Everybody remembers doing that. It's unfortunate, but everything does have its ending. Got about 1 minute. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll be, what'd you say, a map? It's been a while since I've seen that. Oh wait, this NPC says we gotta go fix the superhero teleporter in Talos Island. Wait! I don't think the NPCs are aware. Anytime now. This should be it. Come on. I mean, it's yeah, NC Soft. Just kidding. That would be awesome if they said that. Well, it's been a long, good run. City of Heroes. It's been a great game. Fantastic. No other game like it, MMO or otherwise. But we can all agree there's been a lot of good memories. A lot of fun. A lot of costumes, I know that. I only made about 2 or 3 at one time. I wasn't an extreme costume. Oh! Look up, something was happening. Use all your special stuff you can. Yeah, they're probably going one by one, I'm sure, shutting down the servers, so there's something happening. They're pulling the Band-Aid off very slowly. Very, very, very slowly. Eerily quiet on the Champion server, Atlas Park. Somebody's still boomboxing it. That's right, Colleen, whatever you say. Keep the boomboxes forever. That NPC is still just wandering around hollering out random things about superheroes. Oh, don't say donuts in the chat room. That sounds really good. Grief often brings on, was it? Oh, you're not actually hungry when you're griefy. Donuts just provide comfort, I guess. Rebecca Chan, I made lifelong friends here. I agree. That's what MMOs are for. That's why MMOs are great. You can make friends, virtual friends, and then meet them in real life at a convention, and then play with them in games. Some people get married. I've known a lot of people that met their significant others in game. 2:03 a.m., 3:03 a.m. I should say, according to my clock. So I'm not hearing anything strange on Twitter. I don't think anything. By the way, on twitch.tv/Paragon Studios, there's 12 former COH devs in that broadcast. Andy just tweeted out if you want to go check that out. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe maybe it takes a while to shut each one down. I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, there we go. You're seeing what I'm seeing right now, I'm sure. You have been forcibly disconnected from the server. Servers are shutting down. So what that means, I can copy. If I hit copy to clipboard, I can actually save City Heroes Forever and run it on my computer only. So there we go. 8 years of City Heroes. It's very, and City Villains, of course. Shout out to all the villains out there. It's very unfortunate to see a fantastic game that is nothing like other MMOs we've seen before go down less in flames and more just kind of quietly, But we did get to attack some really cool NPCs near the end. Everybody's formed a very good a good set of memories, I'm sure. Even if you only played the game a little bit, you still remember it very specifically. So, but there it is. I've been forcibly disconnected. If I leave this, if I don't hit this OK button, does that mean it'll just last forever? I don't know. What'll happen? That's it. That's it. All right. Well, my name is beau-hindman from massively.com. No more City Heroes. I'm sorry for all the long-term players. Good luck to you all in finding another game. Again, I want to repeat that if you want to watch this recorded stream in a few minutes, just go to our twitch.tv/massivelytv in the more video section. You'll probably just see it actually first on the list. Here, give it about 15 minutes to probably process. Andy Belford, former community manager, said that there's a bunch of COH devs twitching it up on twitch.tv/Paragon Studios if you want to watch that as well. So thank you for joining me. It's been a rough night, and I'm sorry to all the players, but you'll find another game. And, of course, stick with Massively. We'll try to keep you up on any news of any other games that might be interesting to you. You can add me on Twitter at @beau_hindman, and, of course, you can follow Massively at Massively. So have a good night, good morning, I should say, and go get some donuts. Maybe it'll make you feel better. Bye-bye.